What up? Currently 18 degrees out right now. Your boy's working out here in the cold. My goal today is to take off the dash, both door cards, all the rear pieces back here, along with all this carpet. That way I can get a better idea of how bad this rust really looks, and hopefully continue to sell a lot of this stuff on Marketplace. Now that I kind of made my mind up on keeping this cappuccino, there's really only two ways it can go. One, I turn into an off-road build, or two, I turn into a trailer. And I think regardless of that, I have to take off all these parts. So let me see if I make some of my money back from that. I'm most likely not going to record a lot of this just because it's freezing, but I want to get on here real quick and just update you guys a quick before, and then I'll show you guys after. And I have some people coming in later today to buy some parts, so hopefully that goes well. 20-minute update. Both door cards are out. Looks like the rust is even worse than we already expected. I feel like most likely I'm going to have to cut it here. So this isn't the end of the world. I think there's also, yeah, there's some on the other side as well. Yeah, this thing is bad. I can't believe it was once listed for like $8,000. This is actually crazy. Imagine someone bought this at full price. But I'm gonna try to get the seatbelts out, dashboard out, and surprisingly, because I'm so bundled up, I'm really not that cold. So I might even install the radio today on this guy as well, because that's been something I've been holding off. I'm gonna put it in that bad boy. So let's see, I might get that done as well. Let me just finish this all up. Also want to take some things from under the hood, like the hood latch, and I want to install it here. I want to cut another piece on my fiberglass hood. That way I can have one of these on each side and I don't have to stress my fiberglass hood anymore. I know cutting this hole would be pretty easy, but I wonder how they'll get that little indent that's there. Like, how would they recreate that? But yeah, I'm definitely taking this off as well. And remember, I have the gas struts that I could put on here. I could even install today if I really want to. But I started the car again today, no problem, which makes me want to drive it or do something with it mechanically instead of kind of cutting it in two pieces. But I think, like you guys all said in the comments, the rust is just beyond repair. It's not even worth fixing. But even on an 18-degree day, old Rusty starts right up.
Jill, is that you?
Let's just peel the makeup off the pig as soon as possible, honestly. At this point, shout out to the homie in the blue truck. He just stopped by, grabbed the dash, door cards, and the rear pieces back there, like I mentioned. I think what I'm gonna do now is really just brainstorm. He said he'll buy the whole car for $2,000. I don't know if I'd really take that per se. I think I'd try to sell like the headlights and taillights and then do that, because I think he really just cares about the motor anyway. But what I'm gonna do now is see if I could put the radio in this guy. This once had an aftermarket radio, so this should be pretty straightforward. I just have to really match the colors, and let's just hope it could fit, because I got something that I don't know if many cappuccino owners have done before. I got a single DIN with Apple CarPlay. Installing a radio is pretty straightforward. You just need to look for this page basically, and it tells you what wire does what. So this one doesn't have a power antenna. I wouldn't have to worry about that. The only thing we really got to worry about is front left, front right, ground, constant, dimmer, and that's about it. We don't have to worry about a lot of this stuff here. The ground, of course, like I mentioned. So I'm just going to swap this over. You can see I got some of the purple and green there. And I just have to use the purple and green from this guy, and we'll be done. I think my biggest hurdle really is this and how much it's going to cover things, seeing how it's a single DIN with a huge screen that comes out. But as long as I'm able to still use like my heat and stuff like that, I don't think it should be that big of an issue. But let me hurry up and swap this over. Update, radio works. Just getting ready to do my next road trip. This is the home screen. I just now have to button this all up, connect the antenna, connect a couple things there, and then we just have to put it in. Let's see if it fits flush. Let's see if it fits nice. Let's see if I got to get the Dremel and do any modifications, but pretty happy with how this is turning out. All I really cared about was Apple CarPlay, and now getting that in a single DIN, pretty groundbreaking. I might have to put this in every K. Update, kind of just buttoning everything back. So back here, this had a wood grain piece that was broken on mine. I had like a full line that went from there to there, and I just ended up breaking the whole thing. Not that I feel like it made a difference, but it does work. I'm just gonna snap this back flush. It'll look basically like that. I gotta put one of these back on. Let me see if I have one in my pocket. Update, so I added the AC little buttons on. I think this is how the radio is gonna sit. This still opens if I happen to use it. And then this I'm just gonna replace with something else, like a charger. I might just leave it there, honestly, because I have the car connected to Apple CarPlay, which also has mirroring, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna show on the screen exactly where I got this radio from, but it was only like 90 bucks, which isn't too bad. It's bugging out probably because I'm recording while doing this, but it's been working 100% fine. I think what I'm gonna do now is just tighten up everything here, put the center console back on, and I believe this is done. I think I should be 100% done with this. We just have to learn how to do that. Still got to find myself a steering wheel, but for the most part, I would say the interior on the Cap has came a very long way from me driving it all the way to LA, well, from LA, to now having the wood grain, the radio, Apple CarPlay. I might add some speakers back here maybe, but let me just bond this all up. I'll show you guys how it looks, and I'm happy. I sold some stuff there. I got some stuff done in here. Still might take a couple more pieces off that, but let me clean this all up. That way it could just look nice. But look at this thing. It's actually so crazy. I think I could even watch like movies and stuff on here. And it was only like, I think 80 bucks. Here's the startup of the radio. It takes a minute. Like takes maybe literally a minute. Like, look at this. It's definitely not the quickest booting up radio. Like, I'm not even gonna speed this up. Like, this is how long it takes to turn on. But I got the Apple CarPlay connected to my phone right now. This is the radios here. Volume. So this radio has a lot of cool features. It's almost like an Android phone, basically. Like, you could pull this down. All those buttons look like Androids. I think you could even put like a screensaver. Yeah, I could put a screensaver if I wanted to. You can put your own picture back there. You can go to the settings. Like, if you have an Android phone, tell me this all doesn't look like Android. Adjust the time, the volume. It even has EQ, which is cool. It has Wi-Fi, I guess. I'm not sure, but Bluetooth, obviously. And then you hit this. If you have an iPhone, I think. Maybe if it's Android, you don't have to do it. But if you have an iPhone, you click that. And it does screen mirroring, which I was just doing. I think it's about to do it right now. But I don't want to do that. I wanted to show you guys the GPS. If you go to this apps button, it has like Google Chrome, Maps, Music, Play Store, setting wheel. I don't even know what this is. Oh, I guess if you have a cool steering wheel. But yeah, it has Waze. Oh wow, can I go to my hold on. Can I go to WayBeforeTheFame right now? I think I could. I mean, I don't have Wi-Fi actually. No, this shouldn't work unless it uses my phone's Wi-Fi. Let's see. I think the only con is that it definitely takes a while to boot up. I wonder how I could connect to the internet. Let me know if you guys want a full video going over the radio. It was more just an install to see if I'm able to put this single DIN. And this is looking like a standard, honestly. The same way I feel about Underglow, I think I'm going to use this radio in a lot of the K cars, because who doesn't want Google Maps and Apple Maps? It only makes everything better. Update. So to put the rear piece back on, I need to have the center console off, so I'm not going to install that just yet. I'm going to get tint on Wednesday, and I think me and Ryan are going to attempt to do it, because I think I also just need another person. Like, I need someone to hold it there while these guys line up, and I'm able to just screw it back in. So this is going to stay like this till Wednesday. Radio's in though, Apple CarPlay and everything works. Very excited about that. And then as far as this guy goes, I don't know, man. I really want to cut it in half, but like, look at this. I just feel like as much as I'm trying to turn this into something that it's really just not, I think what I'm just going to end up doing is selling the car complete to somebody. I'm going to think about it some more and see what could happen. The guy that came today said he would offer $2,000 the way the car sits right now. And in that situation, I basically make my money back, so I don't really mind. The only thing is the rims are already sold, so I have to tell him that. And then I think those headlights and taillights I would like to sell separately too. And then he could still have the whole car, the drivetrain, the engine, the ECU, the harnesses and everything. And I'll take out like this trunk carpet and sell that myself. So we'll see what happens. If anybody wants to buy it for what I just said, $2,000, let me keep the taillights, headlights, mirrors, trunk carpet, and steering wheel and seats. It's all yours. The motor, trans, the ECU is probably worth that. But I'm in this video now. Still freezing out. Hopefully it gets warmer soon. I'm gonna do a road trip very soon as well. I might drive this to Miami the first week of February, not 100% sure. But thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. Lastly, update on the glow plates. We're down to the last 6 slots. So if you're watching this video right now, consider joining. Live drawing is probably gonna be in a couple days. And now let's spin the wheel to see who's going to win that free box K-Van. All right, let's spin this bad boy. Everyone said their New Year's resolutions, and the winner is Bob or Josh. Bob Jones. Message me on Bob Jones. I get your address and everything. And thank you guys for watching. Peace out.
Remember the name. This is way before the fame.